not to be confused with Rabbi Yaakov David Willovsky, known as the Ridvaz. Rabbi David ben Solomon ibn Zimra, also called Radbaz after the initials of his name, Rabbi David ibn Zimra, was an early Acharon of the 15th and 16th centuries who was a leading posek, Rosh Yeshiva, chief rabbi, and author of more than 3,000 responsa as well as several scholarly works. Biography. The Radbaz was born in Spain around 1479. He was 13 years of age when his parents, banished from Spain, settled in Safed, where he studied under the direction of Joseph Saragosse. For unknown reasons, he left Eretz Israel at the age of 31 or 32 and traveled to Fez, where he became a member of the Beth Din presided over by the Najid Isaac Sholal. In 1517, upon the abolition of the office of Najid by the Turkish government, the Radbaz moved to Cairo. There he was appointed Hakam Bashi, or Chief Rabbi of Egypt, a title he held for 40 years. He was highly revered for his vast knowledge, integrity of character, and extensive philanthropy. Independently wealthy, the Radbaz was a successful merchant with business connections in other countries. The yeshiva which he founded and supported attracted many distinguished students, among them Bezalel Ashkenazi and Isaac Luria. In the introduction to his commentary on Song of Songs, Isaac Akrish paints in vivid colors the character of the Radbaz, in whose house he lived for 10 years. According to Akrish, the Radbaz was very prominent in both the social and the political life of Egypt, thanks to his status as a wealthy intellectual. During the time he served as chief rabbi, he introduced many reforms to the everyday life and religion of the Egyptian Jews. It was he who abolished the use of the Seleucid dating system in the Egyptian Jewish community and reintroduced the dating of years from creation, as was done in other Jewish communities and continues to be done until the present day. Upon attaining the age of 90, the Radbaz resigned the chief rabbinate and divided the greater part of his fortune among the poor, making special provision for Torah scholars. He then moved to Jerusalem, but he did not stay there long, due to the burdensome taxes that the Turkish government had imposed upon Jews. He settled in Safed, where he became an active member of the rabbinical court presided over by Yosef Karo, who held him in great esteem. He spent the last 20 years of his life in peace, continuing his learning and his writing. The Radbaz died in Safed in 1573 at the age of 110. Works. Divrei David, containing decisions and Chiddushim on Maimonides' Mishneh Torah, published by Joseph Zamiro, together with his own work, Hon Yosef, Livorno, 1828. Yekar Tiferet, containing answers to the criticisms of Abraham ben David on Maimonides' Mishneh Torah and commentaries on those passages in that work which the Majid Mishneh of Idal of Tolosa overlooks. Of these commentaries, the portions on Haflarah and Zeroim were published in Smyrna in 1757, and the remaining portions in the Vilna edition of the Mishneh Torah, 1890. Kelilai ha-Gemara, a methodology of the Talmud, published in the collection Miheret Nemarim of Abraham ben Solomon Accra, Venice, 1599. Or Kadmon, a Kabbalistic work, edited by Moses Hayes, Venice, 1713. Magen David, a mystical explanation of the Hebrew alphabet opposing Rekanati and Rabbi Judah Ayat, edited by Chagus, Amsterdam, 1713. Metzudat David, revealing reasons for the 613 commandments according to the four methods of explanation known as the Pardes system. Mishtam La David, Kabbalistic homilies on the Song of Songs, still extant in manuscript. Keter Malkut, prayers for Yom Kippur, first published with the above-mentioned Or Kadmon, reprinted in the Shevet Musar of Elijah ben Abraham Solomon ha-Cohen of Smyrna, and finally inserted by Heidenheim in the ritual for the eve of Yom Kippur. Giloila Idrot, a commentary on the Idrot with notes by Rabbi Chaim Vital, still extant in manuscript in the Abarbanel Library in Jerusalem. Dinai Rabbi V. Zutra, a commentary on the Shulchan Aruch, Shavim Panem La Torah. The latter two works are mentioned in the preface of Magen David. The Radbaz's responsa are his greatest contribution to Jewish literature. Parts of it were published in Livorno, 1651, Venice, 1799, Firth, 1781, Livorno, 1818. A complete edition of the responsa was published in Sudilkov, 1836.